Hello everyone, this is part 15 of C programming language video series. In this video, we will cover structure, array structure, union and unions programs. Need of structure. The ordinary variable can hold one piece of information. Okay. Array can hold or store number of pieces of information of same data type. But we want to store information of different data types. For example, store information of three books data like book name, a string, book price as a float, and book pages as integer type. So there are two ways. First is construct individual array, one for storing names, another for storing prices, and still another for storing number of pages. And the second option is use a structure variable. Okay, so I think this is the concept why we need of structure. Okay, so this is the program using the array. So here we use three variable to store uh, variable in three arrays. So we store the name, book name, three books, and we store three data, and we store the three books price, and we store the three books page numbers. Okay, so here we enter the name of price, number of pages, and books. Okay, and this is the we run the for loop three times, and we store three time of books data, and this will store the data in array. Okay, and this will print the uh, entered of the data. Okay, so this will print. Okay, so here we and the first loop store the data. Okay, so this is the enter name, price, and number of books, number of pages of three books. So we put the three books data. Okay, and the next loop will print the data which entered. So I think in this program we use different arrays and different size. Okay, so we used three arrays. So this is the problem because we use three arrays. So we use the structure. So we in a structure we use the different data type in a single structure. Okay. So this problem can solve by using structure. Okay. So array versus structure. An array is a collection of related data elements of same data types. Structure can have elements of different data types. Okay. An array is a derived data type. A structure is a programmer's defined. So this is the user defined. Okay. Array also the user defined. Okay. Any array behaves like a built-in data type. All is to declare an array variable as use it. Okay. But in the case of a structure, first we have to design and declare a data structure before the variable of that type are declared and used. Declaring a structure. The general form of a structure declaration statement is as follows. So this is the general form. We use the struct keyword, and here we declare the structure name, write the structure name, and these are the element of the structure we can write. Okay, and this is the curly brace closed by the semicolon. So the semicolon is must or indicate the structure end. Okay, so this is a small example of a structure. We use or declare the book name of a structure, and use the three variable or data type in the book name. character name, float, price, int, pages. So after declaration of a structure, we should define variables to accessing of structure elements through following statements. Okay, so these are the variable of a structure. So struct book and b1, b2, b3. So these are the three variables. So these variables can access the structure members. Okay, so the above statement occupy space in memory. In this case, 7 bytes space used. Okay, so this the structure use the 7 bytes because 1 byte for name, 4 byte for price, and 2 bytes for pages. Because 1 byte for name means 1 byte character take the 1 bytes. Okay, so here we understand this is the structure. Okay, and this is the variable. We use a variable, so we can use the struct book. So this form is the used to use or declare the variable, and this is the form. So this is the different form we can use, and both are valid. Okay, so here we use struct book b1, b2, b3, and then the semicolon, and here we use b1, b2, b3, and then semicolon. So in this form we not terminate the structure, so we directly use b1, b2, b3 variable, but here we terminate the structure body by semicolon. So B separately use the struct book means the name of the structure and then define the variable. Okay. So this use the 7 bytes because character take 1 byte, float take 4 bytes, and integer take 2 bytes. So this structure takes 7 byte total space in memory. So this is the initialization of a structure. So we can initialize struct int weight, float height, and student is equal to 60, 180. So this is the two values initialized in a student. Okay. So this is the program of structure. So we declare first of all the structure of book. So the book name, price, and pages. Okay, and here we initialize the two variable or create the three variables. First variable b1 for name, b2 for price, and b3 for pages. Okay, so here three variable we use, and here the first print will ask or print enter names, price, and number of pages of three books. So these three scanf will scan or store the data in the memory. Okay, so first scanf will scan the first book of data. Okay, first book of data. So here we see in the output, first we input the C, and 300.50 is the price of C book and the 500 pages of book. Okay, and second will also scan the data Java, and third will also scan or store the third book. Okay, and this printer will print the books information or books data which I entered. So this will print the uh, same data or information which I entered or stored. Okay, so I think you understand this program of structure, how structure element are stored. Okay, so this is the structure, and this is the structure book. Okay, so here we also initialize the values. B1 is the assign the C book name, and this is the price, and this is the page number. Okay, so we can assign in this way. Okay, so we will print address of name. So this will print the address of name. This will print the price address because we use the address variable. Okay, this is the address operator. So this will print the address of the variable. So this will print the name address. This will print the price address, and this will print the pages address. Okay. So here this will print the address. And how to store array element in memory? So this will print C, and this is the price, and this is the page number. So this is the actual value of the array structure elements, and the this is the address. Okay, so this b dot name variable address is the 2000. Okay, and this is the price address 2044. So this will store the 4 size. Okay, this is the float type, so this will store the 4 size. This will print because the memory store in the structure will in sequence. Okay, so this will store the 2000, and this will store the 4 bytes. So this will sequentially 4 2004, and this will sequentially store 2 bytes because this is the integer type. So this will store 2006. So this is the memory representation of the structure. Union. Union is a user defined data type. It is a like a structure and follow the same syntax as a structure. So union is a like a structure. Okay. But the major difference between unions and structure about memory storage. In structure, each member has its own storage location, but union members use same storage location. Okay, like structure, union contains many members of different types, but it can handle only one member at a time. Okay, so in union, one variable will handle at a time, or one variable can manipulate, okay, at a time, not the all elements. So here this is the union form. We use union item, and these are the members. We use the union. This is the code is the variable. We declare a code. Okay. So the union contains three data members like int m, float x, and character c. But we can use only one data member at a time because one location allocated for union variable. So this is the memory representation of union. So this three member store total 4 bytes. Okay, so because the union the maximum size allocate means maximum size represent, because the float is the maximum size, so the union represent the maximum size. Okay, so here c store in the character 1 byte, and the m is the integer store the 2 bytes. Okay, and the float store the 4 bytes. Okay, so this is the maximum size storage size of the union. So this is the program of union. So we use the data. The union is a data name. Okay, and here we use the three members. And here this is the function, and we use or create a variable data. Okay, so we print the memory size occupies by data and size of data. Okay, so this is the variable. So size of is the function or operator which return the size of the variable or data. Okay, so we print the size of data. So this data means we create the data variable of the whole union. So this will print the whole union size. So this will print the memory size occupied by data 20. Okay, so this will print the 20 size because the maximum size of string is the 20. So this will print the maximum size. Okay, not the minimum size. So the maximum size union will print because the union store store or allocate all variable in a single location. Okay, a single block. So this will print the maximum memory size. Accessing union members. Access of a union members use same syntax like that structure members. We used access operator. So this is the dot is the access operator between the union variable name and the union member that access. You would use the keyword union to define variables of union type. So once again we use the program of union. So this is the declaration of union. We declare the members, and here we understand the main function of union. Okay, so union data, and we create the data variable, and here data I is equal to 30. So we assign I variable to 30 value. Okay, so we assign this value to float kind. Suppose this is the 30 is the integer value, this is the float value assigned to the float type, and here the string copy, this is the string copy function. Use the data string C language. So C language will copy to the string, and this will print the all values. Okay, so this will print. So we see the output. In the output, the I value is the garbage value, or the unappropriate value. So this is the garbage value, or the we cannot, because in union, the union store the all data type in the single location. So in the last, this last string copy C language. So this the pointer or controller remember uh, the this value. So this value will print a data string C language. So this the previous value will not print, because in union we manipulate the data at a time. Okay, so when the this last value will print. Okay, so the previous value will print the garbage value. Okay, so the same program we understand. Now once again the take the same example where we will use one variable at a time. Okay, so we use the one variable at a time. So this is the same program in the last program, but we print the each variable each time. Okay, so here we print the I is equal to 30. So we will print the I. Okay, and the next we assign the float variable to the this value assigned to the float, and this will print the float variable. Okay, and then the last, this the character or string variable print the in the last. So we print the each variable by each time. Okay, so this will print the actual value of means the right output, this will print. Okay, so I think in union, this will print the each time. So this will print the actual value, because this will store the data in the single location. So this will print I value. So this will print the one time, and once again we assign the float type value. This will print the float type. So the each block will manipulate. It means in the union we manipulate the value, each value each value or one value at a time. Okay, so I think you understand the concept of a union, to how to manipulate the value to each other. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any query, so you can write your query in comment box.